Hello, my name is Linda Keith. I am the founder and chief credit trainer of Lenders Online Training, where we work with lending and credit professionals to say yes to good loans by analyzing tax returns and financial statements. And I'm joined by Dave Stoffaker, our senior credit trainer. Hello, David.
Hello, Linda.
Hi. So today is part of a series that we are working on K-1 and pass-through entities, which we find are one of the most complicated, not only for the student at Lenders Online Training, but we receive questions from lending and credit professionals all the time. And those questions often have to do with K-1s and pass-throughs. So today's question is, what is a pass-through entity? So David, take the first crack at that question.
Linda, you know I'm simple in my definition, so I'm going to say in its simplest form, a pass-through entity is a business structure that just doesn't pay taxes. I mean, these entities.
Ooh, that sounds good. I like that.
Yes, it is. I mean, the entities basically have there's income deductions, credits that pass through to the individual, but the business doesn't pay those taxes. I mean, for our credit analysis, we have to understand that because we deal with the business health, but we also know that the cash flow goes to them personally. Some common structures will be an S corporation, which files 1120S. And we have partnerships that you will see under a 1065 and limited liability companies that also file on a 1065. So Linda, what's so important about it with credit analysis?
Well, those pass-through entities, if you're looking at the entity itself, that's actually pretty easy. It's straightforward. You go ahead and look at how the company's doing, although you do count what they're paying to the owners out from them. But for the owner's entity, the 1040, you're going to see this income deductions and credits passing through. It comes through a K-1, lands in the 1040 if it's an individual owner, and that owner is going to pay taxes on it. See, somebody does have to pay, David. Sorry, it's not tax-free, but they'll pay taxes on it. And here's why it gets so confusing. The owner's paying taxes on it. They didn't get it. And frankly, they're likely not paying taxes on what they did get. In another one of these video series, we will cover what does the K-1 tell us about what they actually received. So pass-through entities, they don't pay taxes. Their owners do pay taxes. And the numbers landing in that owner's return, 1040, or owner could be a corporation, a LLC, the numbers in that return are not cash flow ever. And that's a hard thing for especially junior lending and credit analysts to get into their head is these numbers I'm seeing in the 1040, I'm not using. What? It's complicated because it's so different than everything else. What else, David? Any other questions on this one?
I have a question that might go in the weeds a little bit, but can we consider a sole proprietorship a pass-through? Because it goes from a Schedule C to the front part of their 1040.
Well, kind of. And I actually have heard people say, well, it's like a pass-through. The thing about the 1040 is it's actually filing right in the 1040 return. It is a legal entity, but the person, the owner, the sole proprietor, and the company, the sole proprietorship, are not considered to be different entities. It's almost a disregarded entity. So what's in the 1040 Schedule C or F, if they are a sole proprietorship, are actually real numbers. Another place this lands where we have a separate entity, but it's reporting in the 1040 as if it was personal, are your revocable trusts that people set up to put their house, their rentals in and so forth to avoid probate. Those get reported in the 1040 on Schedule E if it's a rental as if it was mine personally and didn't belong to my trust. Now, separate rules for revocable and irrevocable, that can get complicated. But those several entities, we call them disregarded entities. They really are being reported in the 1040. The numbers there are real numbers, and that's what makes it different than the pass-throughs. The pass-throughs, the real numbers, are on the 1120S or the 1065, not in the 1040 where we find them.
Got it.
That's one of our favorite questions. David, are we going to wrap it up?
Yeah, there you have it, everyone. What is a pass-through entity? Plus a little extra there on proprietorships. In our future live streams, our K-1 and pass-through entities, we're going to continue our conversations and focus on these items that create some confusing encounters when we're underwriting our business loans. As a final reminder, we always love to hear your comments and your questions. Feel free to contact us as experts at Lenders Online Training. Thanks for coming, everybody. Until next time, goodbye, everybody.
All right. See ya.